First off, rest in peace, neighborhood Nip. I ain't crip, but I'm on that neighborhood shoot. Building business, it's that black owned. If you hustle, better hustle till your pack gone. If you work, better work till your back hurt. And if you rap, make it better than your last verse. Yeah, more lyrics. Move Javante Davis.
AJ, El Presidente, Eddie Kane University. Hill gon' heal, regardless. You, Buchanan, Bethel High School, by way of Three Man Weave, LLC.
Michelle, producer, Faith Overseas.
You can catch this wave from the Marlins to the Mariners. Doing things you can't believe. It's the Three Man Weave.
What's good, everybody? We are back. Your favorite bros, your favorite pods, favorite pod. Brand new episode 176, which means we've been killing. I ain't even gonna take it there, but y'all know what we've been doing. Changing the narrative, getting to it. I got my bros with me. It's your guy, Official Buchanan. Who else I got with me?
You already know who it is. Your boy Hill. Hill gonna hear regardless, baby. Let's get it.
And you already know what it is. You got your least favorite guy, unfortunately, AJ, Mr. I don't have a red cup. I gotta go to Sam's Club, so I put some red shit in my cup. How you like that?
That's Aladdin. Like that says Aladdin on it.
Yeah, Aladdin on Broadway. Yeah.
Hey, okay. Culture out here.
You can tell he is a damn father.
My guy got some culture, man.
My baby wasn't even born yet. You know what I mean? I'm still, you know what I mean? Culture. Fuck culture. I want to see that. Phantom of the Opera. I want to see that shit.
We didn't take us no time to get to the quarter, right? Didn't take us no time. It's over under. It's crazy. We kill it
every single week. Hey, boy, we gotta put a super boost on that thing or something.
Man. That was not playing, Mark.
At all. But y'all can catch us on all major podcast platforms. 3 Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3 Man Weave _ TikTok and Twitch at 3 Man Weave _ You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
And you know how we always hate starting off shows on the somber note, but unfortunately, we gotta start off on the sad note.
Yeah, man, we have to start off with paying our respects to Devin Chandler, Deshaun Perry, and Lavelle Davis Jr. I mean, there's really not much to say here, but this is probably some of the most heartbreaking shit that could have come across the line. Three teammates murdered, man, allegedly, by their teammate.
Yeah.
It's just like, I know over the off season, Hill, Ken, and I, we all just happened to say, like, man, it's like an influx of like football players just dying this off season. It just felt eerie. And to now like have this, like, this takes the cake, man. It's just like, my goodness. What are you supposed to do? Like, what do you like? I still haven't even processed like that. This is a real thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's unfortunate, like you said. You know, these are still young men. Still technically.
Look at the ages, bro. Like these dudes were like 20 years old.
Yeah, I'm about to say that these are still kids. I was giving them the respect that they deserve, as saying they were young men on the cusp of going to do better things in life. But at the end of the day, they were still kids. And like you said, when you send your child away, you expect them to come back. Unfortunately, for these individuals, they didn't get that chance. And it's definitely a sad incident. It's a lot of conflicting reports on what really caused the issue or what happened. But what I'm going to say is, man,
but does it matter? Doesn't matter, right? Like,
not necessarily.
Because even if I was treating somebody wrong or doing certain, like, did I deserve to be murdered? I wasn't murdering the person. So it's like, for me to be murdered in return, it's kind of to the extreme, man. And it's just like the sad. To your point, AJ, it ain't just been football players. It's been a lot of young people dying, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, the world has gone so quick to gun violence, and it's ridiculous. People are going to gun violence for cutting someone off in traffic. Simple things, man. Bumping somebody at the store. People are going to gun violence for, and it's like, how do
we get here? Like you said, how do we get here? Like you said, when we talked about when Takeoff died, what happened to these? What happened to these, bro? Like, you know, what happened to these? And like I said, I don't want to minimize what the other person was going through, but at the end of the day, these three individuals are not here with us anymore.
Yeah, ain't no coming back, and that's one of the things. I legit was having a conversation last night about, like, I really like, it's just crazy how, you know, this younger generation really has just devalued life.
Yeah,
like the value of life is so they just treat it like it's so meaningless, in that, you know, it doesn't really matter, because how people are quick to just kill somebody. I know, like, when I was growing up, like, you would hear people talk about, like, killing. Okay, let me not say that. So people, they, like, you would, like, people would talk about death, and, like, you would hear about killing, and it was almost like it was tough for people. You know, you would hear people talk about, like, they'd be sick to their stomach, they'd be nauseous, like, they'd be throwing up over the body, they'd be, you know, they'd have, like, nightmares, and, like, over and over. Like, people will really, you know, kill you, and, you know, show up at your funeral, be in front of your family, all of that, like nothing ever happened. And while we here, real quick, I just also want to say rest in peace to Shanquella Robinson.
I definitely want to. I know we don't have a graphic for her, but definitely that incident as well. We were definitely going to touch on that.
And also Steve O. Smith, who went to VSU with us. So
yes, definitely. And
it's too many people, man.
Right. And what I was kind of getting to that with the Shanquella Robinson situation is that, like, these people left her for dead. People went, like, showed up to
her supposed friends.
Yeah, they went, like, and showed up to her family's, like, home. They, you know, returned her luggage to her family.
That makes you look guilty right there. That was dumb.
It's just ridiculous.
You should have just been cold about it. I would respect that more.
Yeah, and, you know, to lie and say that it was food, you know, it was alcohol poisoning, and, you know, like I said, and to come back, be in front of her family and stuff like that. People really, like, like, the stories are just ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, man, this shit is tough.
Can't make this shit up, bro.
One thing I do want to know, you got to make sure who you're going out of the country with, or matter of fact, who you taking trips with, period, are the real people that you genuinely want to take trips with. Look,
that, man.
I extend my invite to a lot of people, a lot of trips when I go, and the same goes for me. But sometimes that the schedules don't align and you cannot go, you know what I'm saying? But I never take it no type of way of fact that nobody goes on the trip with me. But the simple fact, my main point is, the people that you are going with, make sure these are your real people. Don't just go out with anybody just because it's a trip.
On the flip side, hell, to the haters, because y'all specifically went on this trip knowing you didn't like. Here's the thing, right? If somebody I don't like invites me to a trip, I ain't going.
No time. Yeah.
Even if I don't halfway like them, I'm like, even if Hill and AJ are going, but it's somebody that I don't like going, I'm gonna say, I'll catch y'all and enjoy, bros. You feel me? You can't go to everything.
Yep.
And I'm gonna like my bros' pictures, having fun, but I don't need to be going and put myself in a situation with somebody that I don't get along or I don't care for. So it's like to the people who did the egregious act, why even go on a trip with this person if you don't like her? You see what I'm saying? So it's like the whole thing could just
value of life, man. The value of life.
How did you get mad on vacation? Like I'm that's a genuine question, bro. If I'm going on vacation, bro, it's gonna take a lot for me to get mad.
I've been mad on vacation.
Okay, tell me why you was mad. Tell me why you was mad.
Dumb stuff, like it's dumb stuff. But I'm saying I never hit nobody or did anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I had an attitude for a little while. I probably was hangry or hungover or something. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like there was something going on. So it was like, we weren't doing exactly what I wanted to do. Maybe I was being a little bit selfish, but I got over it. I wasn't gonna bust somebody over the head because we didn't go to the buffet when I wanted to go to the buffet. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm not even trying.
We are make it clear that we are not laughing at her situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Specifically, just laughing at this incident that Cannon explained is totally separate. We definitely wanted to, make that clear. No miscommunication. Like I said, condolences to everybody that we lost. Yeah, sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, gotta move on.
Yeah, man.
Now, Cannon, we didn't specifically tell you about this icebreaker because I want your genuine. We want your genuine reaction, and not that we knew, but this is an era. This is a clash of eras right here.
Yes, definitely.
Or is it a bonding of eras? I would say. Now, DJ Khaled, he has a Jordan shoe coming out. He had a promo commercial. Promo commercial was a iconic, I'm gonna say, another Jadakiss freestyle. Automatically, when we think of shoe commercials and Jadakiss, we go to the Allen Iverson commercial. We had multiple commercials, but we're gonna just stick with the original one, the first one now.
Yeah.
For a person that I'm gonna start off with you, for a person that's seen both, which one was the best?
I go with the original, because I feel like that's where the idea comes from. But that's no knock to the new one, and that's no knock to Khaled. It's like I feel like Khaled truly do love Kiss and always try to, have some type of Kiss on his projects. That just sounds weird. Sorry, but that's his name. You feel me? But anyway, he always try to feature Kiss on his projects. But so it's like I feel like the love is genuine. It's like Kiss is a diehard basketball fan. So who else would you go to? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like it's a no-brainer. And I feel like even if Kiss hadn't done the Iverson one, Khaled may have still made this happen. So it's like I don't feel like he's trying to copy or anything. I just, the first one was the first one. So it's like boom. But I still enjoyed this one because, like always, it's Kiss, bro. He ripped it. And both times the shoe is very nice to go with the commercial. So both times I feel like Kiss don't get behind nothing that he don't really like. So I feel like I love it, man. And I think it's a bonding of the culture point.
We already starting off strong. We got comment of the night right now. Mark is in the lead.
Mark is definitely in the lead.
Grammy nominated Jack
Harlow.
Talk to us, Jack.
Oh man,
double Jack. Mark Jack Harlow.
That was funny.
AJ, I do got a question though on this same thing.
Go ahead.
And do you think that this was just a Jadakiss coincidence? Or do you think Khaled had the actual appreciation that we really haven't seen that many rap freestyle videos to go coincide with the shoe dropping? Do you think that he had the wherewithal to connect the two, or it's just a coincidence? That's an AJ question.
It's not a coincidence at all. Khaled is also one of those people, as you can see from his albums, he's going to go with what works, and he knows that he doesn't really like. Khaled ain't the one to be trying new shit. Khaled knows that this has worked before, and it made history. It was iconic. So what is Khaled gonna do? Go back to the well.
Let's make history again.
He's not gonna try
another one.
He's not. He be meaning that shit literally, because you turn on all his albums, it's another one of the shit that was on the previous album. He damn near got the same features. You gonna always find a whole verse somewhere buried in that shit. You gonna find the Nas verse, like Future gonna be sprinkled in that motherfucker somewhere. You gonna be
Drake
like,
coming.
damn, Drake.
Drake
Are the Drake
definitely
vocals in yet? Like, cause like, so it's all he's gonna repeat. So when he got the shoe, he's like, I know what I'm doing. He don't need Khaled don't need no PR team because he's gonna do the same shit over and over.
He got a 5-pack of these shoes coming out because they're 5s. He got a 5-pack of 5s,
and
so
it's gonna be an EP called Top 5 Dead or Alive.
And there might be more. That's what I'm saying. There might be more. He's been setting this up since his just teaser videos still in the meeting, because he been working on trying to really get Jordan Brand to let him go to the next level, and it's like it's perfect timing with them, you know, with people being dropped. So
now I think for me personally, like I said, the original just is, you know, you can't outtouch the original because the original was something that we've never seen before. It was something that was refreshing. Like, oh, bro, hip hop is on a main commercial.
Oh yeah,
you know,
that was
it was just iconic. AI dribbling.
The dribbling was the dribbling to the next level.
Like on beat with it was just unmatched. But this one, I'm going to say, was perfect. The beat was a Jadakiss beat. Like, here go the beat. Like, bro, do your thing. It was like, oh, when he heard the beat, I knew, he knew what time it was. Like, that's one of the ones that you say,
laugh in the studio.
Like, immediately.
Yeah.
Like when say, I know, like when Khaled call you, hit you with the sauce.
I got a question for y'all now.
Let's go.
Did Jadakiss really hit that turnaround 3?
Absolutely not.
One take.
Absolutely not. Did you see the dribble before that? That's I knew he did hit it one take. The dribble before that was nasty. I was like, no. And then he turned around. It was too no. Now it's crazy. I've seen Jada ball before. I'm like, okay, he not trash.
Yeah,
but that dribbling he did, that pull up jump, no. We not going for that. He did not want to take that one.
He ain't got that in his bag. That he's trying to pull out a new move.
And if he did, let us know. But I'm telling you now, I don't believe it for nothing.
Speaking of a new move, I got a question that's a little bit off topic, but kind of on. So it's kind of been like a resurgence of, you know, some of, you know, our favorites, Jadakiss. You know, he just dropped his this collab, and then also, you know, Hill. We seen Tip. He just dropped. So we seen Hill and I. We talked about Tip verse just dropping. Mm-hmm. What I want to talk about is the reversal of fortune between Jadakiss and Tip. When the fuck they get hair? Bro, where did this shit come from? I've never seen someone go reverse baldy.
Here's the thing. Jadakiss was bald by choice. There's a lot of people don't know that. That's just what he chose to rock. So it was like,
but it made sense. He got the little bitty kid hairline.
But he could push that back, and he just choosing to do that. You know what I mean? But it's like, you feel me? And Tip just always had it close. He never was bald either. He just got the one. He had like a Kobe cut. The Kobe
he had the breezy, you know, the open, no guard.
But they just were low cuts by choice, because the low cut used to be in, bro.
We used to call it kids cut. Kids cut.
Yeah, you get.
I've had a ball fade before. You feel me? The Kobe Bryant. I've went and said, let me get the Bean Bryant.
Kobe was, you know, was bad. He had the ball with the edge up, like
with the edge up, and I got that before, because, like, you know what, I ain't gonna have to come back for a minute. You feel me?
So I had to get the breezy, because when I was a kid, I tried to cut my hair with some scissors, put that patch in it. Put that patch in that motherfucker. Me and my cousin Eder, my Uncle Tony had us in, like, it was the most embarrassing shit. He had us in the front yard cutting our hair, like, just like we was some sheep, just shearing all of our shit off. Bro, do you know what it's like being like 7 years old with a baldy? And then you gotta go. Yep. But then Pete, we had to go to football practice that same day. Do you know what? Like, no, the helmet with the sweat.
Slide.
Oh yeah,
just slide.
Oh, and then it
that's
was
why
like,
you got CC now.
yeah, you know.
You out here looking like a bobblehead out there with that thing just sliding off.
Sounding like Herschel Walker.
When you get that cut though, and they hit you with that spray at the barbershop, oh my God.
Yeah, that's torture.
And then when they don't tell you and that shit be cold, you hit them one of these like. But now when you grow and you can't flinch,
you gotta
facts.
Damn, they hit the Denzel from Glory tier. Before we transition from that, we never got really to discuss the Lil Baby commercial with Ja Morant.
I like that too.
I'm about to say that was a new modern day version, and definitely he delivered as well. Like,
after I seen Lil Baby hooping with 2 Chainz and Jack Harlow, they should have got Jack Harlow.
Or Quavo. Somebody that can hoop.
Nah, they're not getting Quavo right now.
Somebody that can hoop.
It's plenty who can hoop.
Yeah,
go get Hill Man. Davies. He got a project coming up.
Dirk can hoop too.
Thought you meant me. Go get me.
Yeah. I feel you.
One take Hill.
Yeah. That's all on.
Let's move on to when I see that's not what we're doing, Jarvis. It's not what we're doing, Jarvis. It's not what we're doing, Jarvis.
No, hey, he's Jewish. Don't be anti-Semitic.
Can he ball?
Mm-hmm. He could hoop.
I'm about to say, I think I seen him hooping one of them celebrity games.
Yeah, he could hoop.
He one of them ones that you think you ain't gonna pick in the gym, and then next thing you know, he on your squad.
That curly hair start draining threes, pissing you off. Hey, switch.
Just got to get physical.
Yeah.
Hey man, let's cut the bullshit.
Got to it.
Yeah.
2023, Cannon.
Yeah, gonna see it in 2022. Get back in, baby. And guess what the fuck we about to see in 2023? I still need to make sure. Like I need to make sure that.
Thank you.
I need to see.
Thank you, AJ.
I need to see promo runs.
I ain't sold yet.
I need to make sure that all this shit get hashed out. Right. But
until I see a date,
yeah,
I need to. Yeah, once I get that
Las
date,
Vegas 2023 don't mean nothing to me because, especially from these two guys,
we got burned before.
From these two guys, so it's like, bro,
I ain't never got burnt by these.
Whoa, yeah,
not like that. But they didn't cap to us before talking about deal done. We've seen it before, so it's like when I was hyped when the alerts came. I'm like, I'm looking for a date, and it keep just not being a date, and it's like, why y'all telling us if it's no date, bro?
Well, they told us a date. He told us. I think he said January 23rd.
He getting his get back date is January, and then he fights Ryan Garcia.
Okay,
so I'm excited, but I gotta see it. I gotta see him on the promo run. I gotta see him.
So we got that out the way. We got that out the way that we are scoring. I'm sorry, Bud and Spence have done this to us, and we don't believe nothing until we see an actual date.
These two invented it. They invented it. So it's like,
because they just been talking shit. They've been talking shit.
They invented it.
Yeah, they've been talking shit for so long.
I got the other said that was only Ryan.
That was only Ryan. That what?
That cap.
Oh, that's a damn lie.
I'm not going with that. I'm not going that. It's the same thing that we've seen, in these other situations. Because once again, remember, Tank is under a promotion company. Two promotion companies had to come together. So it's like, they had to make sure that these two promotion companies can get together. So
and they both said last time that it was going to happen, and then it didn't. So that's on both to me. That I can't just say that that's on Ryan because I don't like Ryan. If we're going to be objective about it, here's the thing. if you're Tank and you're supposed to be the guy, and someone's continuously calling you out, who other people are saying the guy, I'll just make that happen if I'm the A. And that's my thing. So Devin Haney has shown us. Also, Roy Jones Jr. has shown us. Other fighters in the past have shown us when they were the A side that they would just make the fight just off GP, just so y'all not playing with my name out here. And those are different those are legacy boxers. It's a difference. You got bag chasers, then you got legacy boxers. So it's like, and I get it. In this modern era, everybody is financial freedom is what we're going after. So it's like it ain't even cool to be a legacy boxer. We're about getting your bag. I do understand that, but the bag is available still, even if you chase the marquee fights. Come on, it's a big name fight. The bag is gonna be there. Y'all gotta just stop being so greedy.
But that's always been my point, Cannon. It's not just them chasing the bag, because the bag is always going to, like, the bag is there for the legacy fights. It is also once again, like I've said, there's been a change in the prize fighting dynamic where it's now to be a legacy fighter, quote unquote, you want to protect the O. You not like they don't see you as a being one of the all-time greats if you have an O on your record, which is 100% not true, because some of the greatest fighters, Muhammad Ali, Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, all of them, they have defeats on their resume. And
this question is not for you, AJ, but for them. How can they protect their O if you don't even risk your O? You see what I'm saying? Because how can you be a boxer and not risk your O? Then what are we here for?
But because that's the thing. It's more so it's picking. It's picking and choosing. And that's like I've been saying for years. That's one of the reasons why UFC has taken off and boxing has not. Because in UFC, it don't matter if a motherfucker got 27 losses. If that's the fight that people want to see, if a fighter got 27 losses, they'll put Quentin Rampage Jackson in there with 27 losses versus Chuck Liddell, who got 32 losses, and them motherfuckers gonna fight, and it's gonna be a pay-per-view, and it's gonna be a sold-out fight, because that's the one motherfuckers want to see. And just to go back to that question that I had up from
let's go back to that.
Is this the fight we really want to see? It's not the marquee. It's not the marquee fight of this division that we've been asking. But remember what I said. I said Tank to me at the time was the top dog. Then you had Dever. Then you had Shakur. Then you had Garcia. Like I said, they could have done a round robin where all four fight all four, and everyone gets a bag, regardless of who lose. Winner fight winner, loser fight loser. Loser, like the loser of the losing match, fights he gets back and fights the loser of the winner's bracket, and you could just do all of that, and you can make so many fights. Everybody got everybody on their resume, and then who come out on top has the bragging rights. And so it's not necessarily
see this fight
100%, because it's not like neither one of these dudes are scrubs.
These are marquee.
These are some of the A level fighters in this weight class. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see them fighting some of them other dudes.
This would be the biggest fight in a long time that we've had.
My fault.
This would be the biggest fight of people in the prime of their careers. So as much as we're talking about them running away, if this does happen in 2023, we got to give them kudos, because both of them are still young. Both of them are still in their prime. So it's like, as much as they did duck it, timing is everything. You know what I mean? One of Wiz's best bars ever is, well, what about timing? You feel me? So it's like.
So my thing is about, if we wanted to see it, if this is one of the fights that we want to see, yes, it's one of the fights that we want to see, because it's on the pathway of the mega fights that we really want to see. And so you can't skip a process.
I think it is a mega fight.
This is a mega fight.
Oh, it's directly to Jarvis. Whoever he really wants to see. But we really want to see. We want to see this first.
Who do you really want to see, Jarvis? Because there's multiple tiers of boxing. So it's like this is a different tier. Like, we can't always see that. You know what I mean? We can't just see heavyweights. We can't just see middleweights. We can't just see welter. We got to see them all. So it's like,
right, because it's talent in all these
for there, and this is going to be a catch weight. So this is really two champions putting it aside, saying
we just make the fight. Let's get in there. Can I get to this question real quick?
Let's go.
Ryan been ducking everyone, so he really thinks he can beat Tank. I hate that because because who has Tank? Like who can you say that Tank has fought? They like Tank's promotion company has been putting cans out there in front of Tank, just like Ryan Garcia has been fighting people that you look at and you be like, should he really be there?
But they both only ducked a couple of people,
right? They both have some good bodies on their resume, but they also got some fluff on there, and that's what goes back to what we're saying about them trying to protect their. It's a lot of these promoters who want to protect their prize. They want to protect their prize because they want to be able to go through and say, I have an undefeated fighter, so my guy is the A guy.
And it's possible, Reef. I want you to know that I said it here first. It's possible Ryan Garcia has a skill set to beat Tank. I'm not saying that he will beat Tank. It's possible, man. And he's been wanting the Tank fight. So I don't think that he's been ducking Tank. I don't think that Tank's been ducking Garcia. I just think that they're really arrogant. Both are really arrogant. They listen to their promotion company. Their promotion companies are arrogant. And so neither wants to give way. And in the negotiations, that's why we haven't seen the fights. And that is the problem with us not seeing all the fights. Is what Hill's been saying for 4 years. Boxing business. It's not that I'm really afraid of this guy. I'm afraid of losing while not getting my proper slice. That's what I'm more afraid of.
But here's my thing about the boxing business aspect of it. When else did we really want to see this fight? Did they build it up to this peak value? I think
it is.
I think it has.
And that's when the beauty of boxing business done properly. Like you say, we seen a quality fight from Ryan Garcia last fight, and he been on a calling out Tank spree. Mm-hmm. And technically we seeing his fight whenever they fight next, but we're getting the fight that we want to see because of that.
And he beat Cruz, so it's like Tank been trying to do a little better.
So when boxing business is done properly, when you actually build it up, this is when we get it at its peak value. Because, like I said, if he'd have just knocked,
he definitely ducked Haney. I will say that.
But once again,
not a lot of fighters, like you said before. A couple of fighters he ducked.
But here's my thing. I'm not going to necessarily say that he ducked Haney because it goes back to this boxing business thing because to me, regardless if Devin Haney is
to take less, he's been doing it.
But I get this. Hold on, Kenneth. Haney is willing to take less. Correct. Haney is the better fighter. Correct. Ryan Garcia is the more popular fighter. Remember, we went over the numbers.
Yeah. So even let him be the A side, just like he let.
But even if he's about to let Ryan Garcia be the A side fighter, a fight with Tank, I'm gonna make so much more money.
No, but what we were saying is 3 years ago when they fought in amateurs,
right?
So they already know each other. Which is why Ryan Garcia don't want to fight Devin Haney. But he talked a lot of when Haney only had one belt, he was like, "Yeah, I really want to make that fight." This is before he was calling out Tank, right. And they basically had the deal done. And then he used he said he had a mental breakdown. You feel what I'm saying? And when he came back from that, it was Tank. So it was like
money.
That to me more than anything looks like a clear duck when you say, "Hey, I just gotta walk away right now, man. I ain't trying to fight nobody." You feel me? When you had it all lined up, the money, Devin agreed to take, let you be the A side because you're more popular. That was a clear duck to me.
Jarvis said he'd rather see Shakur and Tank, however it can happen. He'd rather see that.
I want to see
easy, bro.
I would want to see Devin Haney and Shakur. I think those styles.
Yeah,
those styles match. Remember when I said they should do the tournament? I said it should start off with Tank and Ryan Garcia, Shakur and Devin, and
no Loma and Devin. I think Loma and Devin going to be first.
I believe so. I believe they in talks now.
Yeah, I think. I'm saying this was before
Loma and Devin.
This was before Loma was making his.
It should be
making his return
Shakur and whoever else. You feel me?
Keep going.
He can fight. He can fight.
That's what he said. I knew he was gonna laugh, but that's exactly what Ryan said. So I told you don't lose track.
That is what he said, man. That is what he said, bro.
But at the end of the day, all the fighters that we've named, Tank, Ryan Garcia, T.O., Devin Haney, Shakur, like at 2023,
Shakur and T.O., that's what I want to see.
We should be
man.
seeing. That's what the names that we naming. So boom,
put them all in the tournament. Garcia, Tank, put them in there.
2023 should be their year, right?
It should be.
I mean, it's even more like I'm telling you, it's so many fights that you can make. You could throw Pitbull Cruz in there because he's been a name. He's been a name.
They really don't want to fight him though.
He tough.
They really are ducking him now.
Pitbull tough.
It's certain nicknames though. You ain't Pitbull, bro. Like I ain't trying to.
When you stand in that 12 rounds with Tank,
sign me up for King Ryan, bro.
They're going to. Yeah, facts.
Fight somebody named Pitbull. See what I'm saying? See how stupid I am? I fought somebody named Killer.
You ever
see what I'm saying? Killer. That's who I fight.
They gonna fight him again.
Where was Ryan at when I needed it?
You ever seen a Pitbull fight a Chihuahua?
No.
Me neither. But it ain't pretty.
Like, why I couldn't fight nobody named Peanut? You know what I'm saying? No, Killer. That's what I get. And you want somebody to fight Pitbull? No, they looking for King Ryan. That's what they looking for.
This one comment that Reef said, and people are gonna laugh, but you do gotta respect Kambosos as a guy who don't duck no smoke. You feel me? Because he was trying to make those fights when nobody else was too. He's one of the reasons that the belts were able to be unified, because really T.O. took that thinking that that was a duck off move for T.O.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And that's why I like Kambosos, because a lot of people would have not even let them fight T.O. You see what I'm saying? They'd be like, bro, you don't need to get in the way of this on your way trying to make it to the top. You feel me? So it's like, hey man, Kambosos, Haney, Shakur, it's a lot of guys out there who are willing to fight
because gay dudes can fight.
See, that would have been my problem. See, you came up there, sugar something, messing with Hill, out of fortune, and got pop.
Every fighter nicknamed Sugar is elite, bro.
Elite.
But I would have tested him just because I'm thinking you're sweet. Thinking you're sweet.
Nope. Nope. Because if you're sweet, I don't want no parts of that neither. Because
that's different parts.
No. It's because that's a lose-lose situation.
Correct.
I win, and it's a hate crime. I lose, and I got beat up by a motherfucker named Sugar.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we need to move on.
Don't want that one. But the boxing is what we're getting. Like I said, I think 2023 definitely should be the year.
Hopefully. And look, we talked about this this past weekend. I think Spence Thurman will be that's a good fight.
100%.
I mean, I would like to see that. I would like to see that better than some of this other stuff that we've been seeing. You see what I'm saying?
Bud and whoever he fighting.
I want to see that too, because he's an up and comer, and so it's like those type of people. He's like a Boots, but less emphatic, so if that makes sense. But he's no slouch though, so it's like there's a reason that they're willing to put the money behind that fight, because the potential is definitely there. But Bud also just took that fight out of spite. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like he would have took any fight just to make a point. But I do want to see a Keith Thurman. I would like to see a Keith Thurman and Spence more than I would like to see Spence not fight none of those people and go back and fight somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? Skip Boots, skip Thurman, skip Crawford, and then fight somebody else that we didn't want at all. So was I hoping for Keith Thurman? No, but Keith Thurman is a valuable. He's a good welterweight boxer. So it's like I'm not going to take that away from him, even though he's not my guy. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Bud. See, that's somebody I would have fought. Bud. That's a nickname that you take. You know what I'm saying? You take a Bud.
Nah,
I'm saying I'm gonna lose. Don't get me wrong.
I got an Uncle Bud.
He ain't no joke.
I done seen him in action.
But like I said, if you see somebody come up the street, you gonna pick Bud or Pit Bull.
I ain't trying to fight none of these dudes, bro, with nicknames, bro.
That's what's wrong.
I'll try to fight regular people with regular.
George, where Chris bro. At? bring me Chris. Square up.
Not Bud, not Sugar, not Killer. None of these, bro. Not Pitbull.
The Truth? I ain't fighting nobody named The Truth.
Where the lies at?
Come on, hey,
definitely not fighting nobody nicknamed.
We fight some lies, bro.
maybe a Tall Tale. I might fight a Tall Tale. I ain't fighting nobody called The Truth.
Fable.
Where nonfiction at? Bring nonfiction in the room. I got 4 rounds.
Bring Aesop.
Like you said, hopefully, man. Hopefully, we get some of the fights that we really want to see. Like you said, we do have a date. We got a date for Benavidez and Plant.
Yeah, we got a date for that one.
So I'm saying, so we already starting out 2023, right? We starting out.
Right. Who was Canelo going to fight? Canelo was about to fight somebody too, because Jarvis asked, "Where does Canelo fit in all of this?" Canelo hasn't been. He's set the standard. We talk about Haney and Kambosos and these people. Canelo has been fighting the fights that whoever wanted to make.
We talk about not even that. He went up and fought Bivol. That is
you want that rematch. You want that rematch.
Yeah,
he fought Floyd when he was young. So it's like I'm just saying, like, he been doing that. This ain't new. Like, he's been fighting the best of the best of the best. So it's like, what you want him to do? It ain't his fault that he's amongst the best. So sometimes he's gonna outclass them, but he's fighting the top contenders every time.
I know you. You say you got to go, so we definitely don't want to lose this topic before we lose.
Okay, you. So speaking of, the best going up against the best. Our guy KD had a really good interview with Chris Haynes. And he started off, said, look at our starting lineup: Edmund Sumner, Royce O'Neal, Joe Harris, Nick Claxton, and me. It's not disrespect. Yes, it is. But what are you expecting from that group? You expect us to win because I'm out there,
bro? Why is it when people say it's not disrespect?
It's all disrespect.
It's always disrespect.
Bro. Just don't say that and bring the attention to it. You should have just skipped over that part. But go ahead.
Before you go, AJ, I'm telling you right now, if I'm Royce O'Neal, KD got to see me. He got to see me.
Or Nick, somebody with the reach.
Nah, because Joe Harris, Nick Claxton, they've been KD teammates for 4 years already. They know KD. He probably really didn't mean no disrespect to them. I'm Royce O'Neal. I just got here. What it ain't gonna be, I'm letting you know right now, I ain't them. I ain't Joe, and I ain't Nick.
I don't know you, cuz.
Yeah.
I don't know you, cuz.
Let me holler at you in this locker room right quick. I need my 5 minutes.
Throw your money on.
Royce O'Neal. Because he gonna come in there with this energy that I got because I'm mad. Who you talking to? What?
What's Royce O'Neal? What's Royce O'Neal nickname? Sugar.
Ruger Royce out here. And you know what I'm saying? You lucky I ain't bring the strap. I brought these, brother. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm not. Come on, bro. These comments.
Look, hold on. Let me his favorite player, and even he thinks that this is a sucker move, bro.
Hold on, let me finish reading this real quick so we can really give this a deep dive. Mm-hmm. He went on to say, when we're all playing like shit, the one person they're going to look at. That's why I requested a trade.
Wow. That's the lowest thing.
That's
the lowest thing I have heard in a long time, man.
But peep game.
When you cried about being the best player on the planet.
I hope
you want that title, Bron hasn't said anything about a trade. And you stay wanting to be in his position. Your weak ass shoulders can't hold it, KD. Period, bro. Like somebody said in the comments, you just need to shut the hell up sometimes, bro. Like, damn, bro.
And my thing is, when KD went to the Warriors, I didn't necessarily kill him because it's like, hey, bro, if that's what you want to be and you want to do that and you want to be in there, that's fine. But how he was talking when he left and went to the Nets, then that's when I'm like, hey, bro, like you can't have it both ways. Because now when shit go wrong, you left because you wanted to be
the best player on the planet. You know who I am.
Even beyond
that,
who
I am, AJ.
Even beyond that,
I'm Kevin Durant.
You want to be the guy. When you're the guy, guess what? You gonna get the blame. You're going so you can't go somewhere and try and get your ring, skirt the goddamn, I don't know the word, CTE. You can't skirt the responsibilities and then go somewhere and then be like, you want to be the guy, but don't get the guy responsibilities. Like that's not like you didn't request a trade because the team's not good enough. You requested the trade is because you don't want nobody to come to you in those post-game interviews and say, what happened? And that's why I said everybody want to try and have this Bron mantra of they be pseudo GM and all of this shit. But when it come down to it, they can't do that because they can't handle that pressure. And that's another thing people don't really give Bron credit for. Bron is regardless of how passive aggressive that you think Bron is with his teammates, Bron always get out there and answer the questions. And then Bron always gonna be there front and center. He gonna always hold the mic and he gonna always be the one that's doing it. And that's why I've always said, hey, KD, you had the shortest reign as the best player on the planet because guess what? When Giannis came through, guess what Giannis doing? When something happened, he out there front and center. When people was asking Giannis if he gonna leave, nah, fuck that, I'm staying. And guess what? They won, and now he the best player, bro. He the best player on the planet, and people are looking at him like he's really holding like standing firm, and even lesser players,
and he's cool, bro. He's likable, man.
Bro, even beyond that, lesser players, like you got Dame. He's still there, and he's always front and center.
It out,
you got other players like
Dame,
when you got players like that who have been through it, like bro, Devin Booker was on some of the worst teams in the NBA this last decade, and guess what? When they was bad, he was front and center. Motherfucker was 22 years old out there with the mic, taking accountability, holding responsibility because this is my team and we're gonna get this shit together.
He wrote the book, man.
Now these motherfuckers is winning. Guess what? Even when we don't play well, he's out there front and center. Bro, KD, I understand you just want to hoop. Hey, bro, but that's fine. But don't try to get all the accolades when things is going good and say, oh, people need to start respecting me and trying to do all this and be doing all this and type it from your burner accounts that people need to know that KD the best in the league.
That got a burner account. So here's the thing, bro. It's a character trait at this point. This ain't nothing new. KD been a hoe, bro, and I hate to be a person I'm not in the NBA or nothing, and I hate to be offering my opinion, but the fact of the matter is, I've said this to my bros lots of times. Like, how many times has somebody got to lie to you before you consider them a liar? So it's like, all right, if we're gonna take that logic, how many times does KD have to show us he's a hoe before we consider him a hoe?
So the people got to apologize to Charles Barkley when they came out here for calling him a bus rider? Because it sure does seem like, this is a bing. Back door. That's that type of activity right there. He rang the bell, yelled back door from the back of the bus because he ain't no leader. He ain't driving that shit.
Burner phone, bro. That's the all-time hoe shit anyway. And then to make this statement, you should have used the burner phone
in a bucket.
Should have used the burner to make these statements, bro, because that's why you even get a burner phone, because your statements is whole shit. You feel what I'm saying? You like, I can't do this from my account. I gotta have another account.
We gotta let Hill go. We done commandeered this topic.
Because I knew exactly what y'all was gonna say. So I was prepared to take this stance that I'm about to take right now.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Let me pour a drink.
I'm glad that you brought up Bron, talk about this passive aggressiveness. You tired, get on Bron for his passive aggressiveness, speaking through other people, speaking through the media, leaking quotes, leaking reports, leaking rumors. We cool with that, right? That's okay, right? Y'all got on the burner account. Y'all done mentioned the burner account numerous times. You call it, he's a hoe for having a burner account, right? So now that we get him verbatim, word for word, honesty, because he didn't lie. Don't get it wrong. This was disrespectful, and you shouldn't have said it publicly.
He lied right there. So he did lie.
What? About what?
He said no disrespect.
Oh, wait, true. Other than you gave a 95% lie. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, we got some honesty. What do we always ask for from athletes when they talk?
Hold on, wait. Let me go.
I'll let y'all go.
Honesty pass because this is self-inflicted, bro. You got everything you wanted in Brooklyn, so nope. The team there, like AJ said, you play pseudo GM. This is your team you built.
Absolutely right.
You mad at yourself.
And that's what I was about to get to. So
but
like,
hold
on, wait. So yes, we asked for players to give us honesty, but when you went to Brooklyn, these are some of the things that like you get Kyrie and James Harden. How else you think you about to fill out the rotation? James Harden got there and he like, oh no, this shit ain't finna work. And Harden seen the writing on the wall and was like, hey, get me the fuck up out of here. I did not know this is what y'all was gonna do. And then also once again, KD wanted to be pseudo leader, but not have any leadership qualities. and so now when it's time to lead and be and so now when it's time to lead, he like, hey, we need to get like, how can we try and get Kyrie back? Kyrie don't come back. Kyrie out here taking, you know how Kyrie do. Hey, it's my birthday, y'all. I'm about to go to Cancun. I'm gonna holler at y'all when y'all get back from y'all West Coast swing. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody holding Kyrie accountable in that locker room because Kyrie don't like Kyrie see y'all as, hey, we all peers, bro. Like, it's cool, right? You know what I mean? So he like they're like your best player, like there's no leadership in there. Then y'all, you bring in Nash, who also ain't got no leadership, but you talking about how y'all practice. Hey, bro,
you get rid of Nash. And what you expect, bro?
Because here's my thing. Even if you wanted to, be in a situation where you get coached hard and stuff like that, and you just came from one of the best systems in the NBA, start stealing some shit that they was running over in Golden State and implement it in practice with you. I know you can't.
So did Steve Nash.
That's what I'm saying. So like, hey, like at least try and implement some shit. But it was cool. It was cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. So everything was cool when y'all made it to the playoffs, but now y'all looking like some plum dumb ass cheeks. Now you got a problem, bro. It's this is what you wanted.
This is my one thing here. And then if you're gonna be honest, be 100% honest. Start off with placing the blame on yourself. If we're being honest, and you haven't done that yet, so to me, you're still getting up here telling lies, man.
This is false. This is false. This is false statement right here, Jarvis.
Because he did ask for him and Harden, but guess what? Even if Harden stayed, Kyrie ain't there, bro. And that's one of the things that we know. Kyrie ain't
when Harden was leaving, they wanted Harden gone. Like it was you had a voice in wanting Harden gone. So this is what you asked for,
and you have been
pseudo GM. So this is your construction, bro. I don't feel bad. The same way that we don't feel bad for Rob Pelinka or anybody else. Like, why we always gotta have tears for this guy? Like, I don't drop tears for hoes, bro. Sorry. Not doing it. Not doing it.
That's all I had for you, KD. That's all I had. That's all I had for you, KD. Try to change that narrative for you, brother.
This is consistently the story. This is not a narrative.
Hey. I knew how you was coming, bro. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So if it just, but like I said, we do. In all honesty, we do ask for honesty from players all the time. And then, like I said, once we get it, we get surprised when we get it because we don't get it often. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We don't get it often. So it was a, to be quite honest, it was a breath of fresh air. But like, hey,
but you didn't. There was no. What about the honesty when you stepped on the line, and that was the reason y'all didn't win?
Yes, but everybody ain't gonna be accountable. Anybody gonna keep it real with themselves.
Like you didn't want to talk about your basketball IQ then. I mean, everybody act like, his foot was on the line. Like, okay, but a real 3-point shooter gets his foot behind the line. So what?
Here's my thing.
It's the same thing we've been saying about Aaron Rodgers. Like, bro,
we talk about
when Brady went on that 3-game losing streak. As much as we don't like to say it, he did say, "I got to play better." I heard him say that in a press conference.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next game, he went out and actually played better, and that type of thing is infectious. It got his team hype. So it's like, dang, you gotta be willing to lead sometime. Go ahead, AJ.
Is blunt honesty always good?
No. Absolutely not.
Dave Chappelle had a skit called "Keeping It Real Goes Wrong." Man.
So here is a time where he did not have to be 100% honest. He could have gave half truths and said, "Hey, this isn't the roster that I think that is constructed to win. I want to go somewhere that can win, or there's some things inside the locker room that I don't agree with and feel like, I would be better served going somewhere else." This is just like, hey, your woman asks, "Hey, does this dress make me look fat?" You can say yes if it make her look fat, but it's going to be a long ass night. Or you can say, "Nah, you look good," and then start saying, "Hey, I'm about to go to the gym. You want to roll with me?" You know what I mean? Like, there's ways, like, you ain't always just got to say the truth, especially if, you have culpability in this, because where's the truth in it for you? Because just like he said when he was like, we all out there play like shit, they gonna look at me. Yeah, motherfucker, you the best one on the team. Who else they gonna look at? Don't nobody, bro. If Royce O'Neal go out there and shoot 0 for 6, it's Royce fucking O'Neal, bro.
Royce.
Like,
yeah, don't play with him.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
All right, man.
Hey, Reef, gotta listen to Pope sometimes, man.
No, we don't.
I said sometimes.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, honesty. He was honest. Sometimes it's correct. Yeah. Sometimes it's correct. Former team of Kevin Durant,
8-0 on the road.
0-8 on the road. They sent James Wiseman to the G League. This young roster that was supposed to be ready to just take over. He's supposed to have 2 starting lineups on the team. They were supposed to be ready to take over. Clay is another year removed from his injury. He's supposed to be back. Draymond, yeah.
One word.
This team, they 0-8 on the road. They're really not looking like themselves. But at the end of the day, championship teams get championship benefit of the doubt. Yeah. But are we worried about the Warriors?
No, I'm not worried. Because like you said, their championship team, they get the benefit of the doubt and it's just a road. But I will say one word that you say all the time: parity, man. It is getting tougher and tougher around the league to win night in, night out, man. And they are getting up there. You know what I'm saying? Despite what people believe, Steph is creeping up there. Draymond's not the same guy.
We can't put Steph on. He's having the best season. Like,
I mean, he is, but he's still getting up there though. So it's like wear and tear is wear and tear. So it's like he can't continue to be expected to do everything. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. For me, it depends on what we want to say.
I ain't worried.
And like define, is it over? You know what I mean? Go ahead.
I watched them have 60. I watched them have 60. Oh, but they still 0-8 on the road.
I'm talking about for the Warriors, not Steph.
I'm talking. This was just Reef made a comment.
Okay. So for me, it's like I don't believe that it's over for them, but we do need to see Clay kind of, get back to like some semblance, because now like Clay used to be their wing defender. Like, hey, I'm gonna lock this dude down. But after all these devastating injuries, to his legs, and now they're starting to treat Clay like they used to treat Steph. Like, hey, attack him. You know what I mean? So it's like when you got Steph and Clay on the team, like on the floor, and they can attack either one, it's like, okay, now you kind of at a deficit here. But what I will say is they need to figure out their lineup. And we've seen it. We saw Russell Westbrook, how he kind of had a resurgence when he started coming off the bench. Do we think it might be time to at least experiment with Clay coming off the bench and having Jordan and then put Jordan Poole in his spot at the time so you can get that you can get that scoring surge?
Yeah.
Or do we need to try and figure out a way that you can get some more defense on here or something like that? It just they just need to figure it out.
Like, but what's going on with Wiseman? Once again, you draft these guys too early, man.
Not even that. They don't get a bunch of playing time because you're on a championship roster. So when you're on a championship roster, you don't got that's why Bron don't like playing with young players because I don't got time to group. I don't got time to
boards and make some blocks. Like, you don't need them. Like, you should be able to do that, bro. Like, you don't need that much playing. You should be able to come off the bench or whatever your role is, get some boards, disrupt some shots, bro. But you are struggling.
But here's the thing about that. Remember, Wiseman get suspended at Memphis? So he didn't play a whole bunch of college. Doesn't he get hurt his rookie year?
That's what I don't like about these guys, man.
And so he gets hurt his rookie year, and then you get tossed into a championship run. So it's like, hey, bro, we don't have time for you to be learning on the fly for real. And so you ain't played a whole bunch of basketball since you were in high school. And now you want to cut, and now you want to come to the NBA, and you want not even just like you a wing player, but you out here got to bang with some big bodies. So it's just a little bit.
Not be a wing player. That's the problem.
I'm sorry, Hill. Go ahead.
No, we talking about Wiseman, and he can't do this. He can't. You mean to tell me he can't do what Kevon Looney doing? He can't do that.
That's
the number one pick.
That's my.
But here's my thing. Kevon Looney wasn't doing what Kevon Looney was doing when he was 20 years old, and Kevon Looney was
always scrapping, bro.
Kevon Looney never had this talent, bro.
But Kevon Looney was a 5-star. He was a 5-star recruit. But Kevon Looney,
bro,
he also had time to develop. Wiseman ain't had no time to develop. And we've always said it's a man's game. And he's been suspended or he's been hurt, and then he got thrown into a championship run.
So
he didn't get time to make mistakes. He didn't get time to make mistakes.
Why do they keep drafting them so early? Why don't they tell them? Why don't they tell them to their face? You need time to develop. Why do they still say, if you come out this year, I'm going to take you first, knowing you need 4 or 5 years to develop when you could get 2 or 3 years right here?
But that's my thing. It's always wants to be who can I get first, because we've seen it. Hey, bro, it's been plenty of dudes that you think like, hey, he's supposed to jump in and be the guy right away. Nobody thought he's been the guy since he's been the guy since day one. So it's like
Jabari Parker was supposed to be the guy. Andrew Wiggins was supposed to be the guy.
That's my point.
Davis was supposed to be the guy.
Andrew Wiggins just started. Andrew Wiggins just now starting to look like
he's supposed to be the guy. Andrew Wiggins been the most solid out of all of them. But AD ain't been so hurt that it makes Wiggins the most solid. But there's no one else supposed to be the guy. Like all these guys, like Julius Randle, high drafted guys that just could have stayed in college and would have been better had they stayed in college.
But they was playing for free.
I think the fact that we keep, like I said, we keep giving the Warriors.
They weren't playing for lottery pick money. I'll tell you that much.
We keep giving the Warriors the benefit of the doubt because they weren't playing for free, and I get that they're a former champion. They have championship pedigree. I get that, but it's like they have a JaMychal Green that's a veteran that can come off the bench that's supposed to be producing. Like you say, they have an Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, don't get me wrong, they look bad.
They have a roster on this team. They have veterans on this team to sprinkle in with the young guys. They're supposed to be making this transition supposed to be easier. This transition is not like Houston when the whole team is young and they fitting for themselves trying to learn this thing on the fly. You're supposed to have solid veterans at each position.
But it's the other teams.
But can I say something? So it does go back to a lot of their depth, because if you actually look at the per 100 possessions and some of their defensive statistics, their starting lineups is top 5 on both sides. Mm-hmm. Their bench is what's really bringing them down, and they can't. And that's one of the reasons why I feel like they need to try and start figuring a way that they can stagger some of this production so that they can, hold themselves afloat at least until something happens.
They need to figure that out. But like I said, in each position where they have a young person, they have a same veteran at here that's supposed to be helping this transition. This transition is not supposed to be bad. That's why everybody was so high, even higher on the Warriors this season because of that. They like, these young guys are supposed to be taking so many minutes.
It's not what they're doing. Like I said, I think it's a credit to the other teams and the parity in the league. So it's like.
And then one more statement, and then I'll let you guys go before we get out of here. But what I will say is, I actually don't hate that they made this move for Wiseman down to the G League, because Jordan Poole did the same thing, and I understand Jordan Poole wasn't as highly drafted as James Wiseman, but it's the same. Like, it's the same thing that we have been saying for all these years. Use the G League as your minor league system. So if you not being able to come up here and jump right in and ingratiate yourself into this thing, we gonna send you to a place where they run the same system. You're gonna be able to get your feet back under you, bang with some people who have some talent, confidence, and then get confidence, and hopefully you can start stringing together some wins, learn this system, and then we'll bring you back up. And so, like I said, I don't hate this move, and it could be a good thing for him.
It could be, and it's only December.
Like you said, like we always said, utilize the G League. That's what it's there for. So, like I said, I'm not criticizing the move. I'm just criticizing the Warriors before their lack of the way they look in this so far. Yeah. But like I said, they get the benefit of the doubt because they are the champions, and we understand that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let y'all get out of here. We're gonna get ready for this Thursday night football game. Should be a good one. Got the Packers and the Titans. You know what I'm saying?
Who y'all got?
I got the Titans. I'm gonna let you know right now, the Packers is not gonna look nothing like they look Sunday. They're gonna look back. They're gonna look back to normal, like they've been.
But are you sold on the Titans though?
Yeah.
Are you sold on them looking great?
I'm sold on them winning.
So the one thing I will say is that Packer defense was a little bit better last week. If they could be a little bit better this week like that.
Who they play last week?
I'm not 100% sold for me to pick the Titans. I don't really like either one of these teams, so I don't even know.
So for me, y'all know me. Thursday night game, I'm always going with the home team.
Who's home?
Green Bay. Thursday night game. Thursday night game, I'm going with the home team, and I don't care if
All right, Ross.
Me and Ross talk. I'm gonna see Ross after Thanksgiving too, because we got some shit to talk about then. He better pull up.
Well, like I said, we getting up out of here so we can get to the game. We're gonna have a game thread for that, so we can go chat together how we do. Oh man, shouts out to the Fords tonight. Y'all definitely was on point tonight. Definitely appreciate y'all. Like I said, we are one big happy family, one big happy sports community or culture community. You know what I'm saying? We here together. We here to build together. And let's continue, to grow together. Pause. This is episode 176.
Resume.
I just felt that it was necessary. You ain't gonna get me. You know what I'm saying? What
do you mean by that?
What do you mean? This episode 176. Y'all know y'all catch us on all major podcast platforms. 3Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3Man Weave _ We also on TikTok and Twitch.
Hit the like button. Thank you, Mark.
Email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. Please hit the like button.
Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button.
Share, subscribe, and and we out. I'm Hill. That's Cannon. That's AJ. Once again, shouts out to the Fours.
And we out, baby.
And we out.